Welcome guys to another video. I know I look chopped, but cut me some slack. I'm gonna talk about the benefits of fasting. You guys like the profile picture? Pretty funny, huh? Me as a doctor. The thing with fasting is you get two things, right? You get mental clarity and you get physical benefits. This is without God, okay? Imagine you're an atheist and you fast. What happens? You detox your body and you get to stop taking in the things that we're always consuming, because let me tell you something. Humans were made in the image of God. What is God? Creation. What happens when you're not creating and you're consuming? You get depressed and you become everything but yourself. When you consume too much, you become everything of this world, everything you aren't. Alright? So when you consume too much and you don't create enough, you get depressed. Especially if you're a creative person. It doesn't even have to be art. It could literally just be creating things within your spirit, creating new ideas, creating new healthy patterns, just creating anything, patterns, moral beliefs, anything that will benefit you in the state of creating. Trust me, you'll see a big difference. So the reason why I fast is because I take a step out of the consumption state of mind and I create. And not even just create, I voice my concerns more. I tell everyone exactly how I feel when I'm fasting. I feel like I have more strength, I'm more empowered when I'm fasted, because if I can go 3 days without food, I could damn sure go a day without someone I'm in love with who doesn't love me back. Yeah, I might miss them, but I could do it. Same thing with lust. If you're struggling with lust, if you fast, you show yourself, wow, if I could go without the thing that people say you need to survive, how much more can I go without the thing that only serves and pleases my flesh, my desire? What can I become if I say no to this? Who can I become? What do I want to become? Who am I? What am I here for? And you might think fasting is just not eating food. No, it's beyond everything. A fasted state of mind leads to a soul, to a flesh that's been conquered. Because you show yourself that I don't need it. And that's the best thing you could do for yourself, is to show yourself that you don't need something that enslaves you. When you feel trapped, that's when you do it. And everything in this life, fucking stupid audio, is temporary. And you understand that, and you don't get depressed in the sense where I'm gonna lose it all. No, whatever you cling on to this life, God clings on to it for you. So if you love someone, dog, family, pet, whatever it is, it clings on. And the things you don't need, fast from it, detox it out. And the things you need to say it. Say it, man. Just say what you need to say. Because I just did it today. There was someone I was in love with for so long, and I didn't know what to do. And I finally told them, I was like, I still love you. And I'm waiting on a response right now. And I felt called to make this video because right now I'm fasting, and I just felt so stuck. And whether I get rejected or not, I feel free, because it's like I'm no longer confined to hopes or confusion. If she loves me, she doesn't. If she doesn't, great. I don't need anyone right now. I'll be fine alone. I just need to show myself that the last thing I need to do is wait for someone. Oh, maybe she'll text me today. Oh, I saw this sign over here. This has our initials on it. It must be. No, forget about the signs. Just do it. Just do it. Just tell them you love them. And if they don't love you, all right. I was meant to talk to her today. Random Saturday. I was about to text her. I accidentally fucking called her twice. I was forced to text her. And then she called me right back. And I stumbled on my words. I did. I embarrassed myself right now. I embarrassed myself. But you know what? I'm so grateful. Because I'm sick and tired of... I'm not perfect. I'm exactly who I am. You know what I mean? And that's what being on a fasted stomach, believe it or not, it makes you just grateful, because you're like, wow, if I could conquer my fears on a fasted stomach. That's why when you face your fears, do it on a fasted stomach, because it shows yourself, well, I could conquer my fears and I don't need food. Wow, boss ass bitch, you know? And there's so much, like I said, when you're consuming everything but the word of God. Not the Bible. I'm not talking about reading the Bible. I'm talking about what God says to you. That dialogue that you have in your head, that you constantly have going in and out, that people can't hear, that you think you're alone fighting this battle. You're not. God's hearing this battle, and he's saying the goodness through your mind. He's saying the good words, but if you're constantly consuming, you can't hear the voice within. That's why fasting is good, because you could finally take a step and listen, detox from the world, because there's always a war going on in your mind. There's always going to be a war going on in your mind, and God is always speaking. And it's hard to hear him when we're consuming. Not even fasting from food, fasting from social media, bad people who hurt you, and people that you're scared to cut off. Just do it. Because look, the longer you stay in an environment which you're not appreciated, the longer you're going to suffer. And you don't need to suffer. Life is suffering regardlessly. We're gonna suffer anyways. Why put yourself through more suffering? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it's okay to let go, and it's okay to be free. You know, it's okay to detox. It's okay to realize that this is not for you. This pattern's not serving you. And it's okay to let it go, even if it fucking hurts. If it hurts, that means it was a time well spent. If it hurts, it meant you love them. You love that thing. And there's what's wrong with love, right? We're here to love. Not like that. I'm not. Love is love. You know, I gotta stand on my morals, right? Don't hate me, guys, please. Just keep watching, all right? But there's a joke. I'm a comedian, all right? Don't take it personal. But yeah, it's like, you'll realize when you have that dialogue going, when you have that war going on in your mind, and you take a step and you hear God saying, my son, I love you. I care about you. You're my beloved son. You are my son. You are my daughter. I will take care of you. What are you worried about? Talk to me. Oh, that's what you're worried about? Hey, guess what? I listen. And guess what? I have a solution. First I listen, then I have a solution. That's God. Because sometimes we don't want a solution. Sometimes we want a vent. And he says, okay, pull up a chair. Let's talk. That's it. So yeah, guys, don't get too consumed in what the world has to offer, you know? Do your thing, sweat by the brow, work hard. But when it's time to give it all up, give it all up. And when it's time to take what's yours, take what's yours. And when it's time to give to your neighbor, give to your neighbor. There's a time to cry, there's a time to laugh. There's a time to reap, and there's a time to sow. There's a time to live, and there's a time to die. There's a time for everything. King Solomon. Stay woke.